Hello everybody, it's Patty here with Patty Stitches. Today is December the 1st, 2025, and this is episode 330. On today's show, I have two finishes. I have a new start, I have whips and haul, and December plans. So sit back and relax, grab your beverage of choice, water for me today, your craft of choice, and let's chat. So, how was everybody's week? Mine was really good. I got a lot of good stitching time in. I was able to finish two projects, which I'm totally happy about, let me tell you. I didn't go knitting. We stayed home. We canceled knitting for Friday because of Black Friday. We usually don't get together on Black Friday, so which is okay. I mean, it is what it is. Some went shopping. I had some errands to run, so I got my errands ran, and I waited until later in the afternoon so there would be a whole bunch of people out, especially at the one place I wanted to go to. So it was okay. It was good. Sunday the littles came by again. I had finished the Lego gingerbread house. I'm not sure if I told you guys about the Lego gingerbread house. It's not a Lego. It's a off-brand Lego. And I was going to do it with the older grandson because I thought he and I could do it together. But as we were putting it together last Sunday, it was breaking apart. It was not connecting really hard and fast and good. So I went ahead and last week I worked on it to get it done. So I did get it done on Saturday night, but part of it took me a good half an hour just to get the roof to click on. It was driving me absolutely insane, but I got it done. It almost ended up in the garbage, but I got it done. He was a little sad because he wanted to do it with me, but I did leave him there was a little tree that he did, and there was some left over for toys that were outside. So I just let him make up his own little toys, and he had a good time with that. Then we decorated the gingerbread house, and they didn't do a lot of decorations on it. The oldest one mostly wanted just to eat the candy. So whatever little candy was left, I sent it home with them because I don't need that candy. Yeah. I did buy extra. I got gummy bears. They didn't even want to put the gummy bears on the tree or on the building. So I put 2 gummy bears on the building, and I bought pretzels to use as logs on the house. I thought that would be fun. They kind of did that. And then I got M&Ms, and they don't like peanut butter M&Ms. So it's like, okay, well, Grandma tried. But they had a good time playing in the back room and having a great time doing other things. So it was good. Anything else exciting? I think the hubs worked a total of 4 hours last week. He's at work today because this is his last week of work. So it's very scary, kind of, sort of, here at Casa de Patty. I don't know. I think I've talked a little bit about it. He's retiring after working forever. And I'm looking forward to the next stage of our life to see what happens. But we shall see. We shall see. It's kind of scary, kind of nerve-wracking, especially having to pay for health insurance for the next 5 years for me. Yeah, because I can't. And he's got it. He doesn't technically need it because he can get it through the Native health insurance here. Native Corporation has their own health care, so he can go get health care from them. But yeah, I've got to have it because I'm younger and I'm not a native Alaskan, so I can't. So anyway, shall we get on with the stitching already? Because I've already blathered enough. I think it's time. So my finishes, the first finish is the Blue Flower Autumn Bee. This was stitched on 32 count French Country by Zweigart. No, Witchelt. I'm sorry, it was Witchelt. And yes, I was able to finish this last week. I am super happy. I love it. I used the Dinky Dice silks that were called for. It was so much fun to get this all finished. This was my evening stitch, and yeah. So I'm so happy. So happy that it is finished. I wish I had measured better. I thought this thing was huge. I thought it was going to be longer. Obviously, take more area down here. So putting this in a frame is going to be very hard if I frame it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. We all know that it's going to go into my box of shame for a while until I decide what to do with it. Okay, and the second thing I finished, once I was done with Autumn Bee, I decided to pull out Sleeping Bee by the Blue Flower. And this one I stitched on, let's see, is this it? Nope. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I stitched this one on 40 count. Platinum Newcastle. This one was by Zweigart. So, yes, I can't believe it that I finished this one as well. And if I had an 8-inch hoop, it would already be fully finished. But I just need to iron it and then fully finish it. But I used the called for floss on this one as well. But I am so happy. If you have been with me, these were my goals for this year, were to finish both the bees. But I wasn't sure by the middle of the year if I was actually going to get to that. And having Hello Holly clue staggered like it has been, let me finish those two projects. I am super happy about that. That gives me a total of 10 finishes, I believe, for the year, and that's a stellar year for me to have. Even to have one is good, but to have 10 and possibly 11 is absolutely phenomenal for me. So I'm very happy with that. Yeah, they were fun stitches, nice. Pattern was very clear to read and very enjoyable to stitch. So I can't wait until, I don't know, get another finish. That would be great. So, my new start for my new November was Design Works with Joan Elliott. I have no idea what just flew out. Mother Moon. I am using the called for floss, but I changed the fabric because I didn't want to use the 14 count Ada. So let me see here if I can find the tag. Oh no, did I lose the tag? Looks like I did. I'll have to, no, I didn't. Okay, Patty. 32 count Silvery Moon Lugana. I believe this is a Zweigart. And I have made some executive decisions. I am not doing the border. I'm only going to do her, and then the moons that are around, I will do those, but I'm not going to do the border. I just don't feel the border. Sorry. I don't like to do borders, and I usually do them even though I don't like them, but this one, no. I don't think she needs it. I think that it'll be fine with just her. So I didn't get a lot on her done, but it's a start. So that is what I accomplished on that. So Mother Moon has been started. So much fun. Okay. Yay! Okay. And then on the 25th of each month, I try to work on a Christmas project. So this one is Winter Montage by Janlin. And I am using the kit, so it's on a 14 count Aida, and it is with the kit's floss that I'm using. I am working right here in the pattern. So you'll obviously be seeing a lot of this one this year, or this month, because of it being Christmas and all, with a Harry Potter crime card. So that's where I'm at. I had just a few of these gold blocks done, so I finished that and started on the red. I didn't do any back stitching this time. I try to do some back stitching every time I touch this, but oh, I also finished this. I put that, I think it's maybe a tablecloth or something. I'm not quite sure what it is, but I did get that section done as well. So maybe I'll do, next time I touch it, I'll do some more of this section and do a little bit of back stitch so that there's not so much back stitch to do at the very end. At least that's what I tell myself. I don't know. Okay. Then I worked on my whip go. So my whip go is all complete for November. And I've already got one of my Decembers done, so that's super exciting. Oh, I forgot to grab my December whip go stuff. Oops, I guess I'll show you guys next week what that is. So, Jane Hopkins, 1875, by Hands Across the Sea, using the called for silks. I am stitching this on 36 count Legacy Edinburgh linen by Picture This Plus. And I am working right here. So I did all this, that's all new. So, yeah, I think I'm probably gonna take this off of the Q-snap after I talk to you guys and put it away, because I won't be working on it for the rest of the year. So, and I'm almost done with the top row. I have a little bit more to do on the top row, so let's see where that goes. Then on the end of the month, I also try to work on Halloween at Hakon Hollow, and this is by Carriage House Samplings. And I am working on this block now. And as if you recall, I am going to go back and fill this in. So I'm going to finish this block, so I'll go back and do some of this, and then jump to that block, and then that's it. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks to go. Ay. I really do need to push through next year and really work hard on this to get a lot of it done. So I just did the tree. So this is 40 count Heritage by Picture This Plus. And I've been working on this fun so long that that 40 count Heritage is locked in the brain. So that's where that's at. I did get quite a bit done. So, super happy about that. Okay. And then I worked on Saga. Saga I did move a day because I wanted to work on finishing up Autumn Bee. That, yes, I did a switcheroo with Saga because, yeah, I wasn't sure if I wanted to work on Saga this week or not, but I did. I actually got the first Saga. Sorry, Saga is being stitched on 32 count vintage Stormy Night Lugana by, I think this is Weggart. And it is by Long Dog. And I did get the first vignette done. Hopefully you guys can see that. I need a different piece of paper since this is so wrinkly. And I do like it. I'm not quite sure about the variegated floss in here. I may take it. I'm going to do one more vignette before I decide if I like it or not, because that vignette goes, this border goes across all the vignettes on the top page. So I'm going to see if I like it. If I don't, it's not that difficult just to pull that color out. So I also frogged this section here, like I was talking about, to put the other silks for you that I'm getting. It's here in America, so I'm just waiting for it to be delivered to me. So hopefully in a week or two it'll be here. So that's where I'm at. On this, I am going to keep this on the Q-Snap, even though it's probably not going to come out again until next year, because it was a bear to get this much in so far. I am going to have to move stuff around so I can do this other vignette, but yeah. So I'm really happy with how this is turning out. It'll be interesting, I think. So, yeah, that's all that I worked on last week. So I got quite a bit done. I am super happy about the 2 finishes, obviously. And yeah, so since I've only talked for 17 minutes, how about I get into December plans? So I wish I had brought my thing in because I can't remember what my whip go was. Oh, whip go is Red Christmas, which I will show you, and it's a Halloween one, and I can't remember right off the top of my head what Halloween it was, but I'll find it and show you guys next week. And Autumn Bee. So Autumn Bee is done for whip go this month. So yay for that. I'm super happy about that. So I only have to work on 2 projects for whip go this month. Okay. So plans, I have Hello Holly out on the stand, and I've started working on that while I was waiting for my hair to dry so I could come in and record. So I've gotten a little bit of that done. So the clue came out this morning. It is a sled and a snowman. So that one is not going to go as fast for me as clue 5 did. So clue 6 is the final clue, and I'm really hoping to get that finished. Yay! Which I will. I'll get that finished before Christmas, because that's also my weekend stitching. I will show you I have just 2 days decided so far of what I'm going to work on. So tomorrow I will be working on plum pudding, which I decided, like I said last week, that is a Christmas, since it's a dessert, and there's so many desserts for Christmas. I am stitching this on 28 count Sprite Cashel linen by Picture This Plus, using the called for floss. So, and I'll just show you where I'm at. I just have that first border corner done. So yay, yay, yay. Let's stick that there. Okay, and I showed you winter montage. I will also be working on 2 patterns that I haven't worked on at all, and one I haven't worked on for a long time. So the first one is my Mirabilia, and this is Christmas in London, and I'm stitching this on 32 count white opalescent. So here is Christmas in London. She's so beautiful. I love her. I'm stitching this with the called for floss. And I have not worked on her since last year. So here's where I'm at with Christmas in London. Every time I pick it up, I'm not quite sure where I want to work next. So I'm going to really have to decide here what I want to work on next. But got quite a bit of it done. Would love to get this finished in the next year or two. It's going to take a while because she's huge. Obviously, you saw just how big that was. So she's huge. Okay, and I also have the Whip Go Call and the Christmas, which is Red Christmas by Jardin Privé. I am using, I think this is Dirty Clothes by XJU Design, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, that's not the tag I am looking for. Where is it? Uh-oh. Oh, that's sad. The tag is missing. I'll have to look it up, but I believe that's what this is Dirty Clothes. I think I'm remembering that correctly. I'm going to use some Petite Treasure braid in gold, and then I have the colors that I chose. And here I am. So I'll show you here on this. I'm still on the top. So the F is right, where are you? Right here. So that's where I'm at. So I have a little bit of this done and then just working over here. So yeah, that'll be nice to, I have this scheduled for the 25th and the 26th. So we'll see. I may change that up because I'm not sure how we're doing Christmas and Christmas Eve this year with the kids. So, and the last thing is this Busilla kit that I bought a couple years ago, and I only worked on it for one Christmas season, I think. And this is called the Manger. I had started this a long time ago, and I lost everything, or I lost the pattern and everything, so I got rid of it. And this one, it was when I was younger and miscounted, and I had all sorts of other issues with it. So I found it on eBay and I picked it up, and I decided that I'm going to work on this one. So let's see if I can get it done. But yeah, this is on the 14 count Ada using the kit floss. So that's where it's at. That's the only one I've worked on. I've only got one part of one of the mangers done. So yeah, it'll be an interesting stitch. I hadn't gotten very far on the other one, so it didn't really matter because I didn't get very far at all. And I'll put that one away later. I need to move it into a bag. So looking around, I really don't have anything else to talk to you guys about. I've showed you everything that I have. So I want to say thank you to Terry and Joe from Absent Minded Stitchers for picking me as one of their Flosstube Frenzies podcasts to use for stitching. I appreciate it. I hope your November stitching was really great, and how excited I was when I heard that. I've been catching up on Flosstube the last couple of days, so thank you so much. I hope it worked really well for you. I want to start doing some fun things, more than what I've been doing with Whip Go. So, oh man, my throat's getting dry. Yeah, but thank you again, Terry and Joe, for picking me. I really appreciate it. I hope that you all had a great Thanksgiving. We had a very, very quiet Thanksgiving. It's just the hubs and I. Anything else? No, I don't think so. So I hope that you're staying safe, healthy, and happy. And I hope that whatever you craft it to your heart's content. And I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.